Hey guys, it's Brian. There is a new game out. It's called apparently Minecraft 1.0.0. And I hear it's kind of like this game that I've played before called Minecraft Beta, except for it has crazy things like enchantments and potions and teleportation and harder monsters and new structures and biomes and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so I thought I would give this game a try out. And so we will do that. I will create a new world. And what should we name this world? I will name it Exploration and Tactics. Yeah, that sounds like a good name for a world. And game mode survival, that sounds good. There's more world options. I don't need to look at them right now. And so I will create a new world. Building terrain. I made my doodle loop sounds too quickly. Apparently my computer is just not that fast. And Fraps has gone down to 0. Okay. And there's sheep and cows and crazy dark grass and light grass and swamp trees and who knows what. Press I to open your inventory because that's the key that I have mapped. Oh, look! I have a skin! Thank you to, who was it? I think Oil Banzai Boilio is their YouTube name, who made the skin for me a while ago. And I decided that with the release of Minecraft 1.0, I would finally go ahead and get a skin, and that way I'll be prepared. If in the future, at some point, I also end up doing any multiplayer stuff, definitely having a skin is a useful kind of thing in multiplayer, because it makes it easier to look around and see who all the different people are, rather than just having a bunch of Minecraft Steves running around. And so let's see. So you saw basically, so yes, this is Minecraft Exploration and Tactics with Brian. I am starting a new series in a new world in Minecraft 1.0. You saw kind of as I was logging in on the title screen, I went ahead and I kind of deleted all of my old worlds and achievements. Like I still have a backup of them somewhere, but basically just to kind of get them out of the start screen so that I didn't have kind of all that mess and clutter. And I have not played Minecraft. Well, I mean, I played Minecraft, but it's all been in Goods 404 map for like the past month or something. And so like I feel like I haven't played Minecraft, like the actual game, like we're doing right now, in forever, it feels like. And I don't know, on the one hand, I know the game is supposed to be harder. On the other hand, I know I've gotten a lot better, and I've been playing on a challenge map where everything is super difficult and super hostile. And so I'm thinking all of a sudden the game might feel easy, but then I don't want to have like the wrong expectations and realize I've forgotten everything. Like already, what did I do? I forgot to mark my spawn point. This is, my first initial tactic. Step 0, you need to know where your spawn point is in Minecraft. And so there are lots of happy sheep and cows over here. And since I don't have any other blocks handy, I think I spawned like right here or something. And so I am going to make a nice little pillar of wood right there. Ooh, that was apparently like the falling damage sound now, I think, maybe? Not sure. In any case, I think my spawn point is there. And it's always good to keep your spawn point marked, especially at the beginning of the game when you don't have a bed yet. Because if you do die, you're going to be respawning there, and so you don't want to get too far away when you kind of like make your initial base or shelter. Although I do plan to... Ooh, I just heard a zombie. I think he may be kind of directly below me somewhere. So in any case, you want to stay within your spawn point until you have kind of a base and a bed to set a different spawn point, so that if you do die, you can kind of know where you are and get back to your stuff. Okay. Obviously, there's some kind of basic initial tasks that I need to do in terms of creating some initial items, and so I'll probably do a little bit of editing right here, but I will see you guys again shortly, I'm sure. Okay, I was making myself an initial pickaxe, and then I saw right over here there are pumpkins! And I think pumpkins are now like pumpkins give pumpkin seeds, and you can actually farm pumpkins now. And so, on the one hand, that makes them kind of less special, like they used to be this rare thing in the world you'd have to go walking around in order to find. On the other hand, it means I get to have more pumpkins, and apparently they can actually be useful to be like crafted into happy buddy friends for you. And so, yep, I could turn a pumpkin into pumpkin seeds if I need to. And so, yes, trade-offs. with the New World logic, there's lots of cows around here. Let's see. I was looking for stone, right? There's some stone. I even see some coal over there. And so I'm going to go grab some initial resources and see you guys again in a moment. Okay, well, I was just right over here where I was getting my initial kind of coal and stone. And when I mined a few bricks, it immediately like opened into a cave system over here. And I hear what I believe is a zombie over in here. And so I did go ahead and craft myself a sword. And yes, obviously with no materials, now is the right time for me to go spelunking. Okay, in any case, well, I hear a zombie still somewhere very nearby, but there's a bunch of coal here, and that will be useful. And I should probably also gather a little bit of stone, because I'm going to need to create a stone shovel and a furnace and some other things like that probably will be useful. And yes, I have not started a new world in quite a while again. And so I need to, be trying to think about all the right kind of initial strategies. And definitely, okay, and so here's a zombie with a stone sword without any critical hits. He now takes 5 hits to kill. Ooh, did you hear that? There was like wind chime bells things when I picked up. I'm not sure if that was from picking up the experience orbs or from picking up the rotten zombie flesh, the drops. And so I guess I can just walk out here and like kill some cows or something and see if I'm curious to know what that sound was for. And so I've already gotten a little bit turned around. Right. And so I spawned right over here, I believe. Let's go back to the spawn point. Oop, there's some squid swimming below me I just saw out of the corner of my eye. And yes, let's see. I feel like I've kind of immediately kind of gotten into things and haven't talked about... Die, cow! Alright. So definitely I got those ding-ding noises when I picked up the experience orbs. Okay, and it's just still the kind of click noises when you pick up kind of items. And so that is good to know. That is useful. And so I would not mind having some food. I like those experience orb noises of like the little wind chimes. Like that makes me happy. Ding, ding, ding. All right, so that's good. I need to get... Okay, so there's some more stone that's just right over here. It looks like some more cave systems, maybe. Yep. More crazy cave systems that are right nearby. I definitely want to create a furnace so that I can cook up some meat and have a great food supply. I have coal and torches, and so I'm not going to need to worry about that. I still haven't created a shovel, and then I'm also going to need to, decide if and where if and where and how I want to make kind of an initial, base, or if I just want to immediately go spelunking, or what I'm going to do. I don't have any armor yet, obviously. Let's go ahead. All right, let's go ahead and decide we're going to at least set up a temporary base right here, and I will craft the best furnace you've ever seen. Achievement get, hot topic. Yes, so I've been getting like all the achievements again because I reset the achievements, although I probably edited out a number of the achievements. And and I've already got some. Hey, why not? I have leather. Why not make some armor? And it's so funny, like I've just been walking around when I'm off camera already, and like I hear, a cow walking on grass. And no matter what I hear, like I think it's mobs and spawners and all kinds of things, and so it's going to take a little bit of time getting used to the fact that not everything in the world is trying to kill me. Thanks a lot, Good. And let's see. I did not see the sun. Is it already going down? Or let me get back away from here. It's possible that I've already squandered the entire day and we're already 10 minutes in. There's these like lily pad things now. I haven't tried to see if I can like collect them or whatever. So I'm guessing the sun must be setting down over this way. So let's just kind of like go with that gut instinct and have the expectation that perhaps this is going to be our initial home. And so do I have enough? I don't have nearly enough blocks of any sort. And so I'm going to mine a little bit more stone, basically to just kind of close this off and make a kind of doorway. And then the top of this waterfall cave system or whatever will be kind of like my initial shelter. And so I will see you guys in a short bit once again. Okay, I haven't bothered to put in a door yet, but we're kind of closed off in here. It's nighttime, and so it seems like a reasonable time to go spelunking. It would be great to get some initial resources. And so, I, for the moment, am leaving this water here simply because it will afford some type of protection from the point of view of I can be heading down towards, downwards, and any mobs who are down there won't be able to easily kind of, rush up and get me. At least I think that's the plan in my head anyway. We'll see how it actually works out, because obviously the water's going to be pushing me down as well, but I think I can manage to stay out of it a bit. And, oh wow, the water like turns different colors down here. And I guess that's because we're on biome boundaries, and so I'm not sure if this is like swamp biome watercolor versus... There's going to be a lot of this game that's new to me, guys. It's Minecraft 1.0. Okay, which way should I go, left or right? I will choose left. And now, apparently, we are spelunking, and I just found my first iron, and I am just passing it up as I light up more that's down here. I hear a slime already. Oh, yeah, I think I read that slimes, like, now spawn... It used to be the case that slimes only spawned at level, I think, like, 16 and below, like, down at the diamond layer. And now, I think they spawn maybe at, like, level 32 and below. And so, I think that means that we're going to find a whole lot more slimes in Minecraft nowadays. In any case, I just got a whole bunch of iron right there, and so that is happy. I'm not going to go try to find the slimes right now, because I'll be very happy to just kind of light some of this up and collect some iron. Right, there was iron that I passed over here. And I already promised you guys, I swore to you guys I was going to come back for this iron. I said, don't worry guys, I'll never forget this iron. No, I didn't actually say that, but I always say that I'm going to come back for the iron, and then I usually forget it. But this time I did not. I got the iron, and we still have 31 torches. There is some more iron in the ceiling there that I will get on the way back up again when I am back up there. There's obviously a lot more coal that I've been passing up. And yeah, so far, haven't had too many mobs to fight, but that's good. It's nice to have a quiet beginning, as well as just a much quieter time than you have when you were playing, oh, I don't know, say, Goods 404 Survival Challenge Map. Okay, and it's another dead end. Terrific. And so, I will grab the other iron that we saw along... It is a dead end, right? Yes. I will grab the other iron that we saw along this path and bring some of this back up to my furnace and get some iron cooking, and we can make a bucket and some initial armor, perhaps. And so I will see you guys when I am a little bit more well supplied. So I'm cooking up my iron, and I had the piece of rotten zombie flesh just because it was on my person, and when you get poisoned now, there's these crazy little poison particles around you. Oh, and it tells you, now I am afflicted with hunger for 10 more seconds. And also, the eating noise is loud and weird, and so I'm not sure I like the eating noise, but I definitely do like the experience orb noise. So we'll continue to experience more noises together, and since the hunger brought my hunger back down, I'll let you guys hear the eating noise. And yeah, it sounds kind of sickening, actually, so I don't really think I like that noise. And I have a bit of iron cooking up, but the very first thing I am going to make, oops, is a bucket, because buckets are awesome, and also because there's some water here and I want to get rid of it because it was very much a pain trying to get back up here. But now it won't be because the water is gone. Huzzah! Alright, I'm also going to make an iron pickaxe, of course. An iron sword actually would not be a bad idea as well, given that monsters take so many hits to kill. I wonder if I should try to finish off any of these tools. I might do that. Just because, actually mostly because I hear that there's a what do you call? You know, that thing? When you finish a tool, I hear that there's possibly like a new noise associated with that. I think I need stone to mine iron. And so what I should actually do is just try to finish off the wooden pickaxe by mining some coal. And then we'll see if there's a sound when the tool breaks. That's the word I was trying to come up with. A tool breaking noise. I have heard a rumor. And so, it's actually, this pick still has a number of uses left, so I'll bring you guys back in when this pick is about to break. Okay, I think we're getting near the end of this pick. And so I am just going to make sure that... Okay, yeah, we're definitely close to the end. I'm not talking, and we'll be able to hear the sound. Ho-ho! That was pretty cool. It made kind of a chunk, like it just kind of like fell to pieces. Alright, so that was cool. So there's a new tool breaking sound, and thank you all. Basically, in my quest to provide you all quality entertainment, and by that I mean giving you the opportunity to hear the tool break, because, you know, it's not like you guys probably also don't play the game yourself and have already heard it, because you probably have heard these sounds like back in some release candidate or pre-release or something else. In any case, as a result of trying to give the sounds for you guys, I think there was nothing back down here, so we should talk about tactics once again. Sorry, I've already got like 3 things going on in my head, and I should try to focus. Okay, 1, this is a dead end, and Brian likes to mark dead ends wherever you come to a choice point. And so basically, when I'm standing here, I could choose to go down this hallway, but if I do go down this hallway, it doesn't lead anywhere, and so I put 3 torches like that, pointing in that direction, that say basically there's nothing down there. Alright, so that's exploration and tactics. By the way, gravel on the hotbar, like, I think it looks different. I think it used to be a lighter gray color or something. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it looking like that. Okay, so that was 1. 2, as a result of trying to use all of the durability of that wooden pickaxe, I ended up with much more coal, I think, than I typically do. Yeah, I've already got 52. Almost a full stack, and for people who have been subscribed to me for a while and know my usual spelunking habits, I tend to pass by ores in general, and coal in particular, a little too often, and then sometimes run out of coal, and so the good news is I'm not in danger of running out of coal anytime soon at the beginning of this adventure, and so hooray for that. And 3... was there number 3? I thought there was another thing that I was about to say. Oh yes, you may have noticed that the brightness seems to have gone down, and that's because the brightness has gone down. I had it at 50% when I was doing Goods 404 stuff, and I've turned it back down to 35% because I want to kind of like ease myself back down. There's a new thing. I guess you can turn the clouds on and off. That's interesting. And particles. There's different things for particles. I think the rest of these options are all pretty much the same as they used to be. And we're playing on hard mode. Oh, I have the music turned off. That is silly. It should be at, I think about 15% is usually pretty good. Sorry, I don't usually like to fiddle with the controls in my videos, but it's Minecraft 1.0 and there's some new controls, and so that counts as gameplay as opposed to Brian fiddling with his settings. I hereby do declare. Okay, and so I think I will go ahead and craft myself a iron sword and probably make some iron armor to go ahead and get started. And yes, basically with all the time I spent, and I ended up answering a phone call, I'm sure it's like a new day, or possibly even like 2 days later, or who knows what in terms of Minecraft time. Okay, the sun is there, and the sun is setting that way. Oh, and now here is something I definitely want to check out. Cobblestone. So it used to be the case that the L pointed north, but now the L... So on cobblestone, like there's this L that I'm kind of tracing out with my cursor. Looks like a capital L. It's just kind of, you know, like the mark on the stone. The top of the L used to face north. Now the top of the L faces west. And so if you use cobblestone as a compass, that is important to know. And this waterfall, while pretty and natural, at the same time is just kind of water noise that I would like to get rid of. And so I am going to travel up here with my useless gravel. That looks like it's a different color in my inventory box that I'm not accustomed to. And so I will travel up here and use some gravel to plug up that water source. Alright, and then I will go back into my little cave home base thing, whatever it is over here. And is this water disappearing? Yes, this water is disappearing. It's just going very slowly. I'm not sure if water has gotten slower, or it's probably the same speed, and it's just not one of those things I pay all that much attention to. And there's a little bit of darkness right over here, and so I will add a little bit of light right there. And I'll also put a little bit of light outside of my base, to the extent that you can even call it a base. In any case, the sun is kind of going down over this mountain. And yeah, and I still have things cooking up, so I think I'm going to stay here one more day, but I do want to venture out kind of into the overworld and explore, and so I will see you guys after I have some more stuff crafted and we're ready to go exploring. Okay, I made a door for the base, which has the new sound. I killed some sheep outside and cut down some more trees. I made a bed. Whoa, I'm not sure what just happened there. That was crazy. Alright, but nevertheless, I slept, and I won't be able to sleep again. I am curious to see, it almost seemed like I had the motion of kind of like falling into the bed or something with my field of vision. I'm not really sure what just happened there, but that was interesting to me. And so another thing that I was thinking that I would like to do that I haven't done before is I would like to make a sign and make more signs and name more faces kind of in an official capacity, just because naming places and things is fun. And so I'm going to... Ooh, is there a creeper over here? There is a creeper over here, and there may be other monsters around. Why does the creeper not see me? I'm pretty close. Now he sees me. Alright, I think he's the only enemy in range. And we're on hard mode, and so I need to keep that in mind, and he takes, I already forgot if that were 4 or 5 hits, and I am still using the stone sword, and I still like the little wind chime noises when you get the experience orbs. Yeah, I'm all discombobulated. There's so many things that are new to me. I just realized my experience bar at the bottom, like there's the little... I think you guys can see my mouse cursor. There's a number 2 down here, which I think is my experience level, and so I think basically as you collect experience orbs, this little green bar goes to the right, and when it gets to the end, you go up a level, and that's going to be useful for enchanting items in the future, as I understand it. And so I guess that's exciting. Don't know a whole lot about that yet. And where was I? I'll be right back in just a moment. Right, I have the sign in my inventory because I wanted to place a sign near where I spawned that would basically announce that this was my spawn point, and just as I was coming over to do that, the music started playing. And so I am going to call this Brian's Musical Spawn Point. Done! Alright, and now we will know. Or perhaps we won't know, because now I've already slept in the bed, and so I wouldn't respawn here. I'll respawn in the bed if I do die. Not that I plan to die, because we're fearsome adventurers and we're good at this game, and so, yeah, hopefully I won't die too much. We'll find out. Alright, so, Ryan's musical spawn point. I really want to check out these lily pad things. Alright, apparently I can break them with my sword. I can collect them. Can I place them? And it's almost like they're solid blocks. I guess, oh, you can walk on them. Neat! That's kind of cool. And so, if I collect a bunch of these, then basically I can, like, walk on water then, can't I? Here's little sapling remnants of the tree I just recently cut down, so I could just go like this. Oh, this is pretty cool. I can make little bridges across the water. And then I could still swim under them, presumably. Can you swim under them? Let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, I can walk under it, but it seems like it's kind of a roof on my head there. And so, yeah, it's kind of just like a solid flat thing on the top of the surface of the water. Alright, that's interesting. And the other thing that I forgot to do is see what the game actually calls them. They are lily pads. Alright, that is the official name of the lily pad in the game, according to my inventory bar. And they look kind of like little Pac-Men, and it seems like they face different directions, and I'm not sure. I can just break it with my fist, apparently. Like, I'm not sure if it picks a random direction when it's placed, or if I can actually place it down in a certain direction. I just want to pick up... This is probably not interesting to you guys at all, but it's a new game to me, and I'm just kind of curious about everything. And so I'm curious if I place them kind of facing the same orientation. Nope, it seems like they just kind of like pick random orientations as to whether the little kind of like Pac-Man is facing this way or whatnot. Alright, lily pads! The most exciting thing in Minecraft 1.0 to Brian so far. Great. I would like to go adventuring. And I have a little base right here. And let's see, if west is that way, that means north is that way, and so I think I will head to the north. And I have plenty of wood at this point, but since this tree is in my way, I do declare I will go ahead and chop it down. And it actually occurred to me, one thing I didn't make is shears, and that will make it easier to get more wool if I want to make more beds. And so, since I have still... I don't need a crafting table for shears. I always do this. I forget that some items don't need a crafting table, and since shears are just 2 pieces of iron, I don't need crafting table in order to craft shears. All right, great, and now I have plenty of wool. And so I'm going to start heading in this direction, and I think I'm going to walk for a while. We'll probably like find a cave to go hide in or spelunking at night, but I am mostly interested in kind of exploring the overworld to get started, both because I think there is some new terrain generation. Obviously the snow biomes, I believe, are finally back, and snow. I still love the wind chimes, although it's funny because like I hear it, I'm calling it wind chimes. It's just, you know, these little bell sounds when you pick up experience orbs, they sound like wind chimes, don't they? And so I love that sound, but it makes me think that I should be, you know, like looking over at the door, like I feel like I'm in a convenience store or something, and someone just walked in the front entrance every time I'm collecting experience orbs now. It's funny, but the sound is happy. I like the sound. Cows, on the other hand, continue to be loud and annoying, and so I'm very happy to rid the world of as many cows as I can. And it looks like there's lots of kind of cave system entrances and things down here. Yep, you know what? I'm sure that the first day or two of my commentary in this new Minecraft world is going to be just kind of all over the place, both because there's going to be a bunch of new things, and I'm just kind of excited about the game, and so I'm going to be, you know, like trying to keep one thought in my head and not able to do so. I want to not get lost, and so my initial spawn point, I can see the wooden pillars over there. I'm not going to place a ton of torches, but I will place torches kind of every so often as I head towards the north. Also, since I do plan to head kind of almost directly to the north, you know, it's one cardinal direction, and so it'll be easy to find my way back if and should I need to. But at the same time, yeah, I mostly want to explore because, yes, that's what I was saying. So the snow biomes are back, and so I want to play in a snow biome again for the first time since 1.7, which will be, I don't know, that's been like months and months, right? All right, definitely have a desert biome coming in over here. And so I'm excited about that. There's apparently some kind of new mushroom biome, but amazingly enough, like I don't think I've seen it in anyone's videos, or at least not any of the Let's Plays that I watch. I might have watched it in, you know, like someone who was just in creative mode, like showing off the biome at some point, although I don't even remember, because I can't picture it in my head, and so I don't know if those mushroom biomes are really rare, or, okay, there's like a pine forest, and I think that's usually where the snow is. I forget if there's like multiple biomes now, that one of them has those pine trees but doesn't have snow, and one of them does have the snow, or maybe I need to wait for weather for it to snow for the first time versus snow spawning on the ground initially. I'm not really sure. And let's see, west is still to my left, and so I'm still headed to the north. And so I'm still just going to head basically to the north. Yeah, I don't know that I have kind of anything interesting to say other than just kind of randomly speaking random thoughts as they pop into my mind in terms of all the things that are new in Minecraft now that we have Minecraft 1.0. And so I am going to edit things out, and I will see you guys again when something interesting begins to happen. And I literally just took 2 steps, and something interesting happened. A village appeared, and my frame rate has gone down as it's like generating this piece of the world, and so I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully my frame rate will stay at least 30 frames a second, and Fraps won't crap out on me, but we have found our first village in Minecraft 1. It looks like there's like kind of like sand over a cave system entry. I'm not sure that I've seen like a train formation like that. But as you guys probably know, because you probably have watched Minecraft videos other than just Brian's, apparently there are villagers now, although I don't think the villagers do anything. And there's also free wheat, because apparently they are farmers. Hello, fellow person of the Minecraft world. So they're NPCs, and it sounds like he just makes normal walking noises, just like I would. And I don't know if there's any new kind of like village structures. Yes, I recognize this structure as one of the existing ones, I believe, from the NPC village that Good cruelly put into his map and had filled with like skeleton spawners on top of them and different things. And yes, that seems to be the blacksmith, and so there should be like lava over by the furnaces over here, I think. And yeah, so I think these buildings are maybe not necessarily any different. There's a bunch of villagers in here apparently, as well as some torches. Are these torches giving off light? Nope. And so apparently we still have the same lighting bugs. Good old Minecraft. Some things never change. But fortunately, you can just take down the torch and then replace the torch, and the lighting actually updates. But that's okay. I don't mind. Same old well. I don't think like I can right-click on these guys and it doesn't do anything, and I don't really want to punch one. I don't think they attack you or anything, but that seems kind of mean. And it seems like they are happy to be let out, because so far I haven't seen one of them open or shut a door. And so I'm not sure if they are capable of manipulating doors, if that is one of their superpowers or not. And then I hear them, I know that like the tables have like pressure plates, and so I think what I'm hearing, like the clicking noise, is like one of these NPC guys like walking past one of the tables that like has a pressure plate and is making the pressure plate noise, maybe. Hello, friend. Would you like to go out? You would? Alright, terrific. And this home seems to be fully furnished with a crafting table, and since it's nighttime already, I will go ahead and take advantage of the wool I got from the sheep after I crafted shears in my inventory, like a pro, and go ahead and plop down a bed in this guy's house and sleep in his house. It's incredibly rude, but that's apparently just the kind of guy I am. So, we will sleep again for the night. Yes, you definitely like climb into the bed, and your field of vision kind of changes as you're getting into the bed. And so, that is just kind of like a teeny little nicety kind of difference that doesn't matter a whole lot. There's books here, and eventually I'll need an enchanting table and different things, and so those might be useful things. I could grow them myself out of sugarcane and wood and whatnot, and so I'll go leave that stuff here. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know that there's necessarily going to be anything else exciting in the village. I've already lost track of which way is north and east and whatnot. Okay, so the sun is rising over here, and so I am just going to continue to the north this way. And yeah, I mostly just want to like cross a bunch of terrain and like see a bunch of different biomes. And so I'm just going to do this, and I'll bring you guys back in if and when interesting things happen. As I was walking through the desert, I saw this, and I hear zombies, and so I wonder, just kind of like based on kind of the weird shape that the sand is over here, I don't know if this is just a cave system that's kind of collapsed in, or this might be like a surface dungeon. Well, it does look like there's sandstone down here. I was originally thinking it might be a surface dungeon, but now I don't think it is, because it wouldn't have had the sandstone. And yeah, so presumably there's just caves down here. And so, oh, crap, crap, crap. And okay, the new taking damage sound or falling sound or whatever that was that just sounds like a click is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Alright, and so there was just a zombie kind of like trapped in this little area down here, and somebody, I won't mention who, but somebody, I believe, may have just dug straight down like an idiot and fallen into a hole, and so whoever that somebody was not very smart and apparently has not played Minecraft very much. But in any case, Brian, who may or may not be that same somebody, is going to continue on in the same direction, but I happen to see some reeds over here. And so I'm going to grab some reeds first, simply because at some point I may want to have these. Oh look, it's growing 4 tall, just like they often naturally do. I'm going to grab some reeds, just because it may be useful in the future. Ooh, look at this. This is... Alright, hold on. There's more of just these kind of... yeah, random sand things, so there must be something kind of cave system kind of just underneath here, but look at this. So there's a waterfall down here, which is not, you know, super awesome, but then there's this lava flow coming off of this mountain right here that is pretty awesome, because I don't often find lava spawning this high in the world, in general. And so that is kind of cool, and apparently there's another cave down here. We got some sheep that I will shear for more wool so that I can create beds along the way. In general, I'm not like a huge kind of fan of beds, especially at the beginning of the game, especially if you're a new player. Like, I like the day-night cycle, and the nighttime forces you to go below ground to go, you know, gather resources and explore caves, and in the daytime you can be above ground in the overworld. But I've played the game a lot, and yeah, basically decided I really want to do a ton of overworld exploring, and so in that case, beds are a very good way to kind of travel above ground during the day and sleep away the nights. At some point, I'm sure I will get into a whole lot more fighting and all of that fun stuff, more cave explorations and whatnot. But for right now, I just want to kind of do my journey to the north and cover a lot of biomes. And so, I will gather wool along the way to create plenty of beds. I understand that beds also work differently now. Previously, like if you'd sleep in a bed and monsters could get you, like you'd be sleeping in the bed and then all of a sudden you'd wake up in the middle of the night and there'd be like a skeleton right next to you. I'm pausing the game just because Fraps is going nuts, although I think it's because it's a new world and I'm generating new terrain in front of me and my computer isn't handling it right now. But hopefully the voice is still recording. But now I think in beds, if you try to go to sleep in a bed, there's monsters around. It just tells you there's monsters around and you can't sleep. And you actually have to like kill off the monsters or get the area safe before you can even try to sleep in the bed, is my understanding. And so, yeah, the game is definitely dying here, so I'm going to exit out of Fraps. I will see you guys again soon. Here's an interesting terrain generation glitch. Apparently, reeds... Fraps, darn it. I'm going to be really upset if Minecraft 1.0 has much worse performance. So far it's been not doing all that well. But in any case, I was trying to show off the reeds growing through this tree. And so it seems like the reeds have just kind of like replaced the tree. And so that's a funny little glitch in terms of like world terrain spawning order. I guess it put the tree in and then it put the reeds in afterwards. And so one just overwrote the other, and you can see that my frame rate is really awful right now. And so I'm going to exit back out. I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, I'm curious to know with the new bed system if you can just kind of sleep out in the open if there happen to be no monsters around. And so we're going to experiment with that. We've got some happy piggies bouncing around, but I don't see any monsters. And so let's see if I can sleep in this bed that's just sitting out in the open. And the answer is apparently yes. Alright, well that's nice and convenient. I will continue on my adventure to the north. Right now I'm in a big open plain, passed through a pine forest, still haven't seen any snow or ice or things like that. No mushroom biomes, nothing too out of the ordinary. I'll bring you guys back in when something cool happens. Okay, I just came from this way, and I'm coming into a kind of mountainy region, and so it's getting a little bit more interesting in terms of landscape. Nothing too eye-popping yet, but at least things are getting a little bit more exciting. I think I'm trying to, in addition to just wanting to explore and kind of see the biomes, trying to find a good place to kind of set up a good base, a place that I would want to kind of like stick around and do some spelunking and gathering materials and building some things. And so I'm just kind of looking for the right location. And yeah, so I will let you know when I find it. In the meantime, I guess it was already true kind of in 1.7 and 1.8, but I found more of these kind of areas with exposed stone. And conveniently, exposed coal, just kind of right on the ground, and so I've been mining up a bit of coal. I've also been killing cows along the way. You might notice that I'm already up to experience level number 5, and that's just from killing a bunch of cows. We can actually go and take a look at my inventory. Yeah, I've got 54 pieces of beef and 25 leather. And so yeah, at some point I will plunk down a furnace and cook all of this up into steak. But yeah, as I go into new areas, I keep finding more and more cows. And I know there's like animal breeding now in Minecraft, but I don't really foresee myself doing that, just because it doesn't seem like it's something that's too interesting to me. And you always have plenty of food in Minecraft. There's so many food resources, and so if I did want to farm for food, I would probably just farm wheat, and I'll probably farm pumpkins at some point because pumpkins are awesome. But yeah, I've just been killing some cows, but leaving some cows behind kind of as I've been traveling through different areas. And for right now, cows, I haven't been killing chickens, I haven't been killing pigs, just because the more different animals you end up killing and keeping, that their kind of food in your inventory just fills up different inventory slots. And so I prefer to have, one stack of steak as opposed to, a third of a stack of steak and a third of a stack of pork chops and a third of a stack of chicken, and have them all be taking up different slots in my inventory. So that's my kind of reasoning and justification, and I'm continuing to just kind of walk to the north. I'm not even sprinting because I don't want to use both because I don't want to use up a ton of energy so that I'll have to eat a bunch more food, although as I said, I've got plenty of food, and also it's giving kind of like the land a chance to generate because it seems like when the world is generating, my Minecraft is getting pretty slow. And so, yeah, just doing a nice leisurely pace, having trouble enunciating my words. And yeah, at some point, it's one of those, I'm pretty sure I'll know it when I see it. I'll come upon a landscape that just kind of speaks to me, and then I think we'll set up a base and set up a home and start doing some spelunking and building and who knows what. And so, perhaps, I have no idea how long I've been talking, and I don't know how I'm going to kind of edit this first episode in the new Minecraft Exploration and Tactics with Brian, but I think this is probably a good place to go ahead and call it a first episode. And so I will see you guys next time.